Scientific studies show that drug tests can detect weed metabolites in your blood up to 7 days after smoking a single marijuana cigarette. Urine drug tests can detect weed for 30 days after marijuana use. THC can be detected in saliva for 3 days. Since marijuana metabolites are highly fat-soluble, the body can store them in fat cells for months. Marijuana can be detected in hair for up to 3 years. According to marijuana research, it takes about 7 days to remove half of the THC metabolites, following 1 dose from the body. Complete elimination of a single dose may take up to 30 days. In a National Institute on Drug Abuse study, 6 people were required to smoke marijuana cigarettes for 3 days of testing. The researchers then tested the subjects for the concentration of THC in the blood. The cutoff level for detection was 0.5 nanograms per milliliter. According to this study, THC and 11-OH THC were detectable in the blood for up to 27 hours. THC-COOH was detectable in the blood for up to 168 hours, or 7 days. Another study from the National Institute on Drug Abuse involved 60 regular cannabis users. These subjects were asked to terminate their weed use for up to 30 days. Researchers tested the subject's urine for THC-COOH with a cutoff level of 50 nanograms per milliliter. The longest point of detection was 29 days. One of the subject members' detection rates remained between 60% and 100% for 28 days after the first negative urine test. This means that even if your urine drug test results were negative, you could still test positive in the future. When you smoke or eat edibles, THC metabolites stick to the oral cavity and stay there for a period of time after consumption. Research has been conducted where participants were required to smoke cigarettes containing 14 to 44 milligrams of THC. The concentration of THC in saliva was tested soon after. The peak concentration of THC was within 2 hours after smoking, with the concentration being gradually reduced until it read below 1 milligram per liter after about 22 hours. In a different study, participants were required to take capsules containing 5 to 15 milligrams of THC. After their consumption, the concentrations of THC in the oral fluid were deficient, almost undetectable. The cutoff level of saliva drug screening tests depends on the device used. The lowest cutoff level is 0.015 milligrams per liter. It may take more time for this concentration to drop for heavy marijuana users. THC enters the hair through tiny blood vessels into the growing hair cells. In regularly shampooed hair without any treatment, THC is well detected for at least 1 year after intake. One long-term hair study found drug presence more than 3 years after ceased consumption. If we cut the hair into sections, it's possible to obtain information on the pattern of marijuana use. This means we can use the cross-sections of hair to figure out whether there was an increase, decrease, or constant usage of weed. As we already mentioned, THC is highly fat-soluble, and body fat tissues absorb roughly 70% of the THC from the blood. According to one study, the absorption half-life of THC from plasma is 50 seconds. This means that during the 50 seconds after smoking, 50% of all THC in the blood will be absorbed by body fat. THC is then slowly released from the fat into the blood and metabolized by the liver. The more weed you consume, the more THC accumulates in fat tissues, and the more time it takes to release it for excretion. If your body does not use fat as an energy source, it will not break down the fat cells, meaning that THC will remain in those cells for months after use. If you want to rid your system of weed, 2 proven solutions will help. The 7-day detox kit is excellent if you wish to quit marijuana or need a tolerance break, or if you have a big job offer on the table. It will permanently clean your system from all traces of marijuana in 7 days. If you're limited in time and need to quickly pass a drug test, use the Fast Marijuana Detox Kit. It temporarily flushes marijuana metabolites out of your bladder and allows you to pee clean. This kit begins working in 90 minutes and is effective for up to 5 hours. To get any of these kits, follow the links in the description. If you missed anything or have any questions, please leave a comment and let us know. Hit the like button if you found this video helpful. If you want to learn more about passing a drug test, subscribe to our channel for more videos like this one.